September the 13th, the new DLC for Pokémon Scarlet Violet released today. We have a lot to talk about. I'm talking about buffed Pokémon getting new abilities, new moves, returning TMs like knockoff at Scald, Empoleon getting Roost and another ability, Shifter getting its ability changed, new Pokemon. There's a lot to talk about. A lot. We're gonna go over all of that in this video. We got a whole document right here. Shout out to all of these people right here for creating that document, leaking all the stuff, whatever. So you got a summary right here. Pokemon, new moves, new abilities, TMs coming back, items with max, dex, whatever. We're gonna go over relevant stuff for the competitive. I don't care about shinies. Anyway, new Pokemon. If you've been in the loop, you already know about these Pokemon. We got our typings, abilities, stats. So Diplin, we have Diplin Grass Dragon, we already knew that. Gluttony, Super Sweet Syrup, Sticky Hold as its abilities. We got its stats right here. I ain't gonna lie, looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. Poltergeist. So this is a pre-evo, and it evolves into Sinischa. I would like to apologize for that pronunciation. This Pokemon, I don't know, man. 121 base special attack set, that's pretty good, but 70 base speed, yeah, I don't know. We got that new Ursaluna Blood Moon form. I thought it was gonna be Dark type. It is still a ground normal type, but it does have different stats. I think it's very notable. That's 135 in its special attack stat, 70 in its attack, so it's now a special attacker. It's still very slow, and it's still bulky on the defensive side, but less bulkier, I think. Yeah, and it got that new move. We're gonna go over that in sec 2. You got Okidoki, Poison Fighting, this boy Toxic Rogue, Toxic Chain, and Guard Dog. Now we already know about the Toxic Chain. It apparently hidden abilities Guard Dog. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what it does. I think it prevents you from switching out by phasing moves. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. And I think it makes you immune to Intimidate. Yeah, I hope. I don't think it's a good ability though, from what I remember. Its stats. So 128 attack, decent physical bulk, decent bulk overall, to be honest. 80 base speed. It looks decent, but I wonder how it's gonna fare up with Sneasler also being a thing. I mean, I don't see a reason to use this when Sneasler is around. Monkey Dory, Poison Psychic is never mind actually. Toxic Chain and Frisk, also a very bad hidden ability. These Pokemon, 130 base special attack stat, 106 base speed. That seems pretty good, to be honest. 106 is a little above the average speed tier. 130 is a strong ass special attack stat. Bulk is it's there, I guess. It's there. But this Pokemon, I think it has potential to be an OU Pokemon, or UU at least. Fenzaldipiti, Poison Fairy. I think that's the first of its kind. I'm pretty sure it is. Technician and Toxic Chain. Now, Technician could be interesting depending on what this Pokemon actually learns. The stats, though? Trash. I'm just gonna be real, it's trash. Its highest stat is at 125 base special defense stat. Poison Fairy though, I don't know about that, about the defensive typing. Nah, this 99 base speed, but that's just doing it dirty at this point. This okay. From first impressions, Monkey Dory has potential. The other two, I mean, I'm not sure about. We got Ogerpon, so at 4 mask forms. The standard is Grass. It has apparently this Pokemon. So it has 2 abilities. When you enter battle with this Pokemon, it has Defiant, Water Absorb, Mold Break, or Sturdy, depending on the form you're using. And when you terrestrialize, it gets the Embody Aspect ability. So you have 2 abilities in one. And the Embody Aspect, we already covered this, but you get a stat boost. We're gonna go over the stat boost per form in a minute. But yeah, for now, just You have the standard ability, the typings, and the extra ability. So yeah, the standard one's grass, the other one's grass water, grass fire, grass rock. And water absorb on a Pokemon that's 4 times resistant against water. Really though? Defiant is alright. Moldbreaker is alright. Sturdy is it's there. First impressions, look, the stats are the same obviously. 120 base special attack stat, 110 base speed. That's solid. I mean, this bulk is alright too. It's pretty good actually. Bulk is good. Great special or great offensive stats, and you got that +1 that we're gonna be talking about. So overall, this Pokemon seems like a pretty good Pokemon for the OU tier. And one thing to note is also that I think it's mentioned in this, but if you terrestrialize with this Pokemon, it's locked to a certain typing. From what I've known is it starts off grass, then you terrestrialize, it becomes grass water. Might be wrong about that, but yeah, we're gonna see. So new moves, a lot of moves. That's the first thing you might notice. Let's go over some very quick, see if we can spot anything. Draco Meteor on Diplin, Energy Ball, that's good step. Good step. You got Giga Drain too, Grassy Glide, doesn't really care. Outrage, Leaf Storm. Oh, so you have Leaf Storm and Draco Meteor. That's pretty good for a choice set, I guess. Wait, I forgot. What is this? This Pokemon's offensive stats are trash. I forgot. Sucker Punch, Sunny Day. Oh yeah, Zero Bomb. We're gonna go over that move too. Poltergeist, Sinisty. I'm pretty sure these have the same moves. It's Grass Skulls, right? Yeah. You got Energy Ball. Does it have Shadow Ball? You have Shadow Ball. You have Scald. Yeah, Scald is also returned. Nasty Plot. Okay, but this Pokemon stats are garbage. But yeah, you have that Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. It had that new move, right? The T move. I forgot what it's called. We're gonna go over it. It's in here, so we're gonna see that move. But you got Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot. That's cool. Okie dokie. Fighting Poison. Yeah. Close Combat. Bulk Up. You got that. Drain Punch. You got your Fire Punch. You got Gong Shot. Okay, so you got Close Combat, Gong Shot. It better have that. Ice Punch. That's pretty cool. Oh, Knockoff. Oh yeah, Knockoff. That's good coverage, to be honest. That's Knockoff. So you got that Knockoff, Gong Shot, and you got that Close Combat. Okay, I see them. Outrage. Yeah. Taunt. You got Thunder Punch. Toxic. Okay. Seems pretty alright. Monkey Dory. You got a Calm Mind. Fake Out. Focus Blast. Boy, this is not a fight. No, the Psychic Poison. Oh, Focus Blast good coverage then, because it does have that 130 base special attack stat. So, Focus Blast means Poison Psychic is walled by Steel. So, you got Focus Blast for coverage. You even got Future Sight. Let me see. Does it have, I assume, Psychic? What's a good go? Or yeah, Sludge Wave. So, Psychic, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast. Did I see Nasty Plot? That is what I want to know. Nasty Plot. Okay. I mean, that's your set right there. Nasty Plot, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, Psychic. Psyshock too? Yeah, you got that Psyshock right there. I mean, U-Turn? That's good on choice sets. Strict too on choice sets. Okay, I see them. Venoshock might be interesting because you do have that ability to poison the target. Could be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be used over Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb. Maybe Sludge Bomb. No, actually not Sludge Bomb. What the fuck? Venoshock. Venza DPT. This is very poison, right? But this Pokemon is trash though. I don't even want to go with this move. You got Gong Shot, Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, not a Dark type, but Play Rough. I thought Play Rough does have Moonblast. No Moonblast? Damn, this Pokemon sucks. Swords Dance, U-Turn, Toxic, Venoshock. Bro, I forgot this Pokemon stats because I remember it's garbage. So, yeah. Ogerpon. Okay, Ogerpon. You need some good grass moves. Energy Ball, okay? But well, it's a physical attacker. Where's the Power Whip at? Okay, we got Power Whip. We got Knockoff. Okay, Ivy Cudgel. Oh yeah, that's the move that changes typing depending on the mask. So and it's a physical move. I saw that. It's 100 base power, 100 accuracy. So it's basically Earthquake, depending on your type. So it's either gonna be grass, fire, water, or rock. So this Pokemon is gonna have power. So it's Power Whip and this move. That's gonna be your coverage. They have knockoff too. Let me see. Do we have U-turn? We got U-turn. Okay. Swords Dance. Superpower. Does it have close combat? Okay. So, from what I'm seeing, Power Whip, Ivy Cudgel, U-turn, Swords Dance, and knockoff. Those are gonna be Spiky Shield. Okay. Those are gonna be the best option. Wood Hammer. Oh. Okay, Wood Hammer or Power Whip in that case. Wood Hammer or Power Whip. Yeah. Pretty good moves. I think this Pokemon is going to be very good. Orcapon and Monkey Dory. These, I think, they have some serious potential. Ursaluna Blood, I don't know what the special moves are that Ursaluna learns. These Pokemon? No. I don't... no. This one, maybe. This one, no. These ones... Ursaluna maybe didn't. No. Okay. First impressions. New moves. Oh, they got the moves right here. Blood Moon. So this is the signature move of the Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's a basically Gigaton Hammer, but a normal move and a special move. Very interesting. It's a special move. It's normal. Let me actually... Normal, special. It has 140 base power. Then you have the Mecha Gacha. That's that move from the T Pokemon. 50% rain, probably 30% burn. Okay, assume so. Dynasty, Grass. It's a special move. 80 base power, 90% accuracy though. Oh yeah, and the Diplin signature move, Syrup Bomb. So this move seemed very interesting because the user has of an explosion of sticky candy syrup, which goes to target and costs the target speed set to drop for each turn for 3 turns. Yeah, lowest target speed set for each turn. Why am I reading this? It's right here. Diplin is a grass move. It's a special move. But look at this, though. 60 base power, 85% accurate. Nah, this move is trash. I'm saying right at this move, maybe in VGC it has some potential, but it's not gonna. No. And of course, we talked about the Ivy Cudgel. Has no effect. Orgapon, its grass is physical, like I said, 100 power, 100 accuracy, and as it does say right here, the move type changes depending on the mask worn by the user and has a heightened chance of landing a critical hit. Oh, so it does have a secondary effect. What is heightened chance? That's like 10%, right? 12%? Something like that. New abilities. Mind's Eye, we already covered this. This from Broadloom and Ursaluna. Pokemon ignores changes to the opponent's evasiveness. Its accuracy cannot be lowered. It can hit Ghost with normal and fighting type moves. Pretty good, pretty good. Syrup, sweet. Oh yeah, that's the sickly sweet scent. Spreads across the field the first time the Pokemon enters battle, lowering the evasiveness of Pokemon. Diplin, of course. Hospitality. When the Pokemon enters a battle, it showers its ally with Hospitality, restoring a small amount of the LS HP. That's the T Pokemon Poltergeist, Sinistra. Okay. Toxic Chain. Power of the Pokemons. Toxic Chain may badly poison any target the Pokemon hits with a move. Of course, that is the Poison Trio. Then you have Body Aspect 1, 2, and 3. Now, these are the signature abilities of the masked Pokemon. So for the standard mask, it will boost its speed stat. And for the Wellspring is water, so you have special defense. For the fire, you have attack. And for the rock, you have defense. So, initial thoughts, I think this was gonna be a great. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. You have grass, you have that wood hammer, and that fire move. You have knockoff, you have U-turn, you have sword stance, and you have that heightened attack. And what was this Pokemon ability? Mold Breaker. So you're not walled by unaware Pokemon too. So maybe Skeledirge becomes meta. You can hit that with a +2 knockoff, and it's done. It's done. This is gonna be the one. I can see this one getting some usage too, but it doesn't have that secondary step. This Pokemon is weak to Stealth Rock though, but I think this is gonna be the one. I think it's gonna be a very good Pokemon in the OU tier. Okay, we got some teams coming back. Okay, so we got War for Great Tusk and Groudon. Toxic. Yeah, we got Toxic back. Belly Bolt. This is a very weird list of Pokemon that can learn Toxic. We got Iron Moth, Mew, got Toxic back. Slowking Galar. Very interesting. I can definitely see this Pokemon running Toxic instead of Thunder Wave. Sneasler, Spiritomb, Umbreon. Umbreon getting Toxic base is very huge for this Pokemon, because now it's not as passive anymore. And we got Gliscor. Why? Why you give it to Gliscor, man? Okay. Gravity. Yeah, Landorus and Magearna link Gravity. Gravity on Landorus is actually pretty, you know, it's something notable, because it does sometimes use, in very rare cases, use Gravity on offensive sets. Nothing too game changing though. Smackdown. Smackdown is not a real move. Gyro Ball. I mean, I guess Avalok benefits from it. Is there any Slowpoke? I don't know these Pokemon stats. Iron Threads, nah. Why? Volcanion? Saber? What is this? Oh my. Okay, these Pokemon in Gyro Ball. Yeah, do that with what you want. Knockoff. Ooh, the one we've been waiting for. A Sumereal. Knockoff. It's a Titan knockoff. Gengar. Heracross, knockoff back. Crocodile has knockoff back. Low Kicks, Tinted Lens, knockoff. These Pokemon are ass. Mew has knockoff back, so now Mew has not Toxic and knockoff back. Might see a resurgence in Mew. Quaquaval, knockoff. Roaring Moon, knockoff. Scizor. Thunderous, Tornadus, Toxicroak, Tyranitar. Oh, hey. These are some very huge buffs. Walking Wake. Interesting. Weavile. My boy Weavile, is slowly going back to its original state. Slowly, not Triple Axel. Zapdos Galar. Knockoff. Very good coverage move on this Pokemon. Zarude appreciates that a lot. Infernape also appreciates that a lot. Manaphy. I don't think even... Is Manaphy in this DLC? I might have to double check that, but I don't think it's gonna be using that anyway. Bug Bite. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over Bug Bite. Vacuum Wave. Some interesting Pokemon. Valiant now has Vacuum Wave, which could be interesting. Mew also has it. Aside from that, yeah, whatever. Lunch. Does anybody really use Lunch? I mean, look at the Pokemon that get it. Why does Heatran get Lunch? Why does Heatran get Lunch? That is a very good question. Scizor get Lunch. Toxapex get Lunch. Weird here. Now, what is this? High horsepower. Depends. Is there any Pokemon here that doesn't learn Earthquake? I actually wouldn't know. I don't think this is too game changing. Could be good on Crashy Terrain teams with Rillaboom, I guess. There's a lot of Pokemon. You can go through that. I will be linking this down below if I haven't said already. Icicle Spear. Weavile gets Icicle Spear now. Maybe Loaded Dice, Icicle Spear, knockoff, Sword Stance, potentially. Scald. Scald. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as you might anticipate. But this Pokemon now has Scald. Alomomola, it has Scald back. Gyarados has Scald for some reason. Slowbro and Slowking have Scald back. That's actually very huge for Slowking. Walking Wake now has Scald. This might actually be a viable option on Walking Wake to use Scald. Manaphy has Scald. Heat Crash. I don't think there's anything here. No, there's not. Uproar. Focus Punch. Focus Punch is trash. Weather Ball. Very interesting to see that Zapdos is not getting Weather Ball back. I really thought that was gonna happen. Manaphy gets Weather Ball. Don't think that matters too much. Because only be using on rain teams. If you're gonna be using it on a weather team. Goodra. Grassy Glide. Now, none of these Pokemon matter. Except for Rillaboom, because you are not gonna use Grassy Glide on a Pokemon without Grassy Terrain. Let's be real here. Burning Jealousy, I don't care about that move. Flip Turn. There's very big Pokemon in here. Alomomola, Barraskewda, Basculegion. They really want the buff rain, no? Iron Ball already had that. It already had. Quaquaval, Flip Turn. Hisuian Samurott, Flip Turn. Walking Wake, flip turn. So it gets Scald, knockoff, and flip turn. Sure. Manaphy, flip turn. Dual wing beat. I don't think there's anything too game breaking in dual wing beat Giratina. Koraidon, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using dual wing beat on that. Palkia. No, that's the coverage Palkia always needed. On Scissor it might be interesting. Nope. Zapdos Collide, nope. Nothing interesting here. Poltergeist though. Oh, my boy Cerulege now has Poltergeist. That's not all though. Giratina has Poltergeist back. Houndstone has Poltergeist now. Brodome has Poltergeist now. Yeah, well, who cares? Those are pretty much only Pokemon. Cerulege, Golden Go. I think Basculegion. I'm pretty sure Basculegion could learn it too. I don't know why it's not on this list. I'm pretty sure Basculegion also has access to Poltergeist from what I have seen. Lash Out. I don't care about that move. Skill Shot. You might wanna be ready for this. Banned. This is banned. Swords Dance, Loaded Dice, Skill Shot, Icicle Spray, Earthquake. Done. This Pokemon's banned. It's banned. But this Pokemon's getting banned. I'm telling you, in the next week, in the next 7 days, this Pokemon is getting banned. Guaranteed, this Pokemon is getting banned. Dragonite gets Skill Shot, doesn't really matter. Garchomp gets Skill Shot back though, so it might now actually have a chance to stay OU. Swords Dance, Skill Shot, Earthquake, Stone Edge, I guess, in the last slot. You probably need Stone Edge for a Nemeris, so yeah. Gyarados gets Skill Shot, doesn't really matter. Hexorix gets its back. Yeah, I think it already had it though. Anything? Nothing. Okay. Mist Explosion, not really a move. So a lot of moves. A lot of moves. Items, these are pretty much evolution items from what I know. Not gonna dwell on that for too long. Oh yeah. Because of ability changes and move buffs. So Empoleon, Torterra, Infernape, and Shaman will be available starting DLC 1 through Pokemon Home Transfer. So they're available right now. And they do keep Wave Crash, Roost for Empoleon, Headlong Rush for Torterra, Raging Fury for Infernape. Doesn't really, Raging Fury is trash, don't use that. Since those are level ups from Legend Arceus, I have seen Roost and Empoleon in the game. Returning transfer only Pokemon include Jirachi, Infernape, Torterra, Empoleon, Phione, Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman. So these are going to be able to be transferred. Do note though, I don't think all of these are going to be able to be transferred right now with DLC 2. I think Darkrai, for example, is not available right now. Abilities though, Shiftry got Wind Rider instead of Early Bird, which it makes sense. To be honest, it really makes sense. Might be some niche it can now fill. Empoleon got Competitive instead of Defiant. Basically the same, but now it's boosted special attack set, which is much better, to be honest. Who cares about Furret? Glycerol gets Scrap Hammer, who cares? Torterra gets Shell Smash. Let's go. You already know. It's not gonna be like the big ass mega threat, but hey, good for Torterra. Empoleon gets Gong Shot, Weezing, or Iron Head. Weezing gets Gong Shot. Who cares about Leavanny? Gliscor gets Spikes and Toxic Spikes. Yeah, sure. Gets Knockoff. They get Knockoff, right? Yeah, Knockoff, Toxic, Spikes, Toxic. Why not? Yeah, sure. Give it everything. Oh yeah, this is what it say about the Orgapon. Using Terra, it changes its ability from one of the base ones. So we saw that. He has to the according body aspect. Okay, so it does change its ability. So it does change it. Okay, so it doesn't have it at the same time. It only happens if you hold the mask before using Terra. However, Orgapon gets Terra locked by the masks, meaning the mask auto set his Terra type to the corresponding one. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, this Pokemon is forced to use a health item, being one of the masks, and you are locked to the Terra type corresponding to the mask. So you cannot change this Pokemon Terra type and you're forced to use a item. Yeah, I don't think this... I'm pretty sure, if I'm reading this correctly, this Pokemon's not... It's gonna be great in OU, but I don't think it's gonna be broken. It's gonna be great, but I don't think it's gonna be broken. Maybe though, we're gonna see. Dex. Oh, we got a lot of Pokemon returning. You can go through this yourself. I'm not going through everything here. I'm just gonna go scroll. Clefable. Clefable. I don't really care about all these Pokemon returning. Snorlax, yeah. Gliscor, of course, returning. Mamoswine is returning. Shift 3, Crawdon, Mr. Crawl. Got Mr. Crawl back. Does it have knockoff though? I didn't see it. Gliscor, Mamoswine. Oh, we got the Dusknoir. Ice Punch Dusknoir for that Lander Steed counter. You already know. Conkeldurr is back. That's cool. I like Conkeldurr. Chandeler's back. I like Chandelure. Como. Oh yeah, that's a big one. I think Como is gonna be good. DLC 2, we're not gonna look at DLC 2. Shinies, I don't. These are the shinies if you care about the shinies. Shiny locks, these are the shiny locks if you care about that. I said Game Freak made an oopsie. So apparently they made a error in their coding. And for part 2, apparently we're getting 4 new abilities at least. 76 new items? Seems capped, to be honest. We're gonna see. 50 new moves, 8 new species. We already know about some of these signature moves. We already seen them in the trailer too. 8 new species. We've already seen a lot of these too. So this is believable. I think that's it. Update status. Oh yeah, so this is when it was last modified. Things that were updated. Other projects. Hey, check them out. I appreciate these people that made the document very... I forgot the English word. But yeah. Anyway, shout out to these people. Let me know what you think about all of these mega changes. And like I said, this will be linked down below. More DLC content coming up. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time.